and I'm doing this because it's Sunday here in Peru. Well, it's Sunday everywhere. Well, maybe not in Australia. Hello, Ivan. But in Peru we've been locked down, so we're not allowed to leave the house. There's no shops are open, nothing's open, and if we leave the house we'll get a fine and we'll have to pay some money to the police. So instead of going outside, I'll use this time to teach you a little bit about English. Last week I looked at grammar, some of the basic structures for grammar, and today I want to show you a bit about the sounds of English, about pronunciation. If I can do that, if I can give you some clarity today, a little bit of understanding about English, bring you some value, maybe even just motivate you, I think I'll have done a good job today. So I'm speaking in English today. Last time I spoke in Spanish, hablé en español, but I guess it's better if I speak in English because you're learning English, so you want to be practicing English, and therefore listening to me in English is going to be, practice basically. Whether we talk about English pronunciation or not, the fact is that you're just listening to me. I'm from London. I have a British accent. Quite neutral, I would say, not too strong. I have a kind of teacher's voice. And anyway, without further ado, today we're looking at the sounds of English. So, I haven't planned this, guys. This is just me going with the flow, just pulling things out of my head. I've been teaching for 8 years, so I should know this by now. But yeah, we've got 3 types of sounds in English. We've got vowel sounds. We've got vowels. We've got diphthongs, which are not the kind of thongs that you put on your feet, or the ones that you wear as underwear. And then we have consonants. Consonants, and that's an N. Right, so most people think that in English we have 5 vowels. A, E, I, O, U, but in reality we have more than 5 vowels in terms of the sounds. So we have 5 written vowels, A, E, I, O, U, right? Those are the written ones. But we also have 20 sounds. Well, they're actually, I kind of call diphthongs, I put these in the same family more or less, but 12 sounds here and 8 here. So, and that depends if it's British or American. So British English, we have 1 additional sound here, and we have 3 additional sounds here. So British English has more sounds in it than American English. So that's why we hear more, it sounds different, it sounds a bit more maybe advanced, a bit more complex, maybe a bit more interesting, some might say. But yeah, vowels, diphthongs, and then consonant sounds, okay? Consonant sounds, hold on, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 24, I think it's 24. 24 sounds. Okay. So what I'm doing today is I'm not going to kind of go into every sound with a lot of detail, really. I just kind of want to group it up. At the moment, we're looking at the total of 24, 32, 34, 44 sounds in English. 44 sounds in English. 44. That's a lot of sounds. English has more sounds than other languages. That I'm aware of. I think it is one of the most complex sounding languages in terms of different sounds. I know that in Asian languages they use different tones, so I'm not sure if it's, Asian languages maybe are more complex in some ways, but in terms of individual different sounds, English is pretty much up there with some of the highest. I think it's something like, there's an African language with like 4 sounds, 4 or 5 sounds. I think Quechua only has like 5 vowel sounds. So it's a little bit less complex than English. English has 20 vowel sounds, 44 in total. So what does that mean? That means that English is just a little bit more complex, and we need to understand how English functions in order to, basically listen better and speak better. So if we understand where we're coming from, a bit more understanding, a bit more clarity will help us to progress and become better communicators in English. We've got Hugo here. Hi Hugo, how you doing? Thank you, I appreciate that. Best teacher. So, sounds of English. So let's start with the vowel sounds, okay? So we've got 2 types of vowel sounds. So come down here. 2 types. We have short sounds and long sounds. Okay? So short, okay? And long, like that. Short and long. So this is quite unique to English. We don't have this in Spanish. In Spanish, it's more, every syllable is more or less the same length. Ba, 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 ba. But in English, we have ba, 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 ba. So the rhythm and the melody is different. And that can confuse Spanish speakers, and it can also make them sound quite unnatural. So really important to understand that there's a different rhythm, different length in the syllables in English. And no ocurre eso en español. And that's why it's kind of weird, English. So let's look at an example. So the first sound is the I sound, with a symbol like that. I. Okay? It's a short, explosive sound. Like you can go close, yeah? I. Down here is a I. Short, short, yeah? Whereas if we look at this one, here, which is symbolised like this with 2 dots in it, that's the sound, okay? This is now E, okay? E. So it's long, it's a long sound, okay? E, so we've got E. So, example, classic example, ship. Sheep, ship, sheep, ship, sheep, ship, sheep. So another one. Fish, fish, tree. It's not tree, no, tree. It's not fish, no, fish. So it's short and we've got long sound. Short, long sound. Another one. This one is kind of British English. It's like this oh. Yeah, so we've got like clock. Oh. Short sound, making my mouth round. Oh, yeah, clock. It's British. The Americans, they don't say that. They're a bit more nasally. Okay, so we've got clock, and we got or, which is written. It's like this. Isn't it? Or, sorry, it's like that. It's quite difficult to learn. It's like, oh no, there's another alphabet. Oh no, it's more things to learn. But this is a great tool to have. This is really going to help your understanding of English. If you don't have to learn it like this with the symbols. You just have to realise, have awareness that we have short sounds and long sounds. So this one is like a long sound. This is or. So we compare or. So like horse. So long sound, horse. Clock, horse. Shall I bring this a bit closer? Thanks, Hugo. Maybe if I can bring it closer, you can see it. Maybe a little bit better, because I know the quality is not great. Yeah, clock, horse, clock, horse. Let's do another one. Okay? This one. Ah. Big mouth. Ah. Cat. 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 Short sound. Ah. It's not ah, no, it's ah. Cat. Because the other one, you would have a long sound, which is similar, and it has these two dots. It has two dots, it means it's a long sound. Dot, 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 dot. So this one is more like car. Excuse me. Hey, can you turn it down, please? Sorry. Car, long sound. Ah. Cat. Car. Cat. Car. Cat. Car. Do one more. I think it's like this. Up, like up, or cup. Or am I right? No, I've got this one wrong. No, sorry. This one is like bull. Okay, bull. It's a weird sound, not easy, and it does change. There is variety. British, American, Irish, Scottish. You have a lot of variation in the vowel sounds. It can change a lot. So this might not sound normal in one way, but in somebody else could be sound a little bit different, right? But we've got bull, and then we've got it's like this. Okay, and that one is now like boo, boot, ooh. Bull, but ooh. So yeah, short sound, long sound. Okay. There's two more. Okay. There's a few more actually. I don't think I haven't done the but like I said, I'm not going to go into a great amount of detail. I want you to focus on the short sound and the long sound. That is how you can distinguish the vowels, short and long. Okay, there are more. I told you there's 12, so we only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 4 more, but you have to take my course. If you want to learn more, then I have a course on pronunciation, and I go into more detail. So, okay, vowels. And one more that is worth talking about is the schwa sound. Okay, in English, this is the schwa sound. Now, the schwa sound is super important in English because it is the most common sound in English. That means you hear it the most often. It's a very central sound. It comes from the middle of the mouth, really right in the middle, not top, bottom, left, right, back, front. It's in the middle. And you can see, So it's a very, you don't have to move the mouth or anything, it's just, So, what's important about the schwa sound is that we use it for what we call strong, like Hugo is strong, and we have weak sounds. So, I wouldn't call myself weak, but I'm not as strong as Hugo. So, for example, if we say and is a common word, we use it very often. Fish and chips. Fish and chips. If we're actually we can reduce it. So we have 2 pronunciations for one word. 2 pronunciations for one word. So we can also say un. So we have strong, and then we have un. And un. We got another one. 2 ta. 2 ta. 4 fa. 4 fa. So let's have an example, right? Fish and chips. I'm going to say fish and chips. This word is not very important, it's just functional, it's just a connector, so I don't really need to stress it. so I reduce it. Fish and chips. If I was to stress it and make it important, like I really want fish and chips. I really want fish and chips. Well, that's because I am adding emphasis. It's like I want fish and chips. I really want extra. I don't just want fish. I want fish and chips. But normally we eat fish and chips. That's what we eat, fish and chips. So you hear it, I'm using the weak form of not and. So fish and chips. Fish and chips. It's not fish and chips, it's fish and chips. So yeah, that's why the schwa is very important in English. It's going to help you for pronunciation. Let's have another one. I don't know. Where are you going to go today? Where are you going to go today? Going to. Where are you going to? Not going to, going to. Do you want to go for a coffee? Do you want to go for a coffee? Do you want to go for a coffee? Or do you want to go for a coffee? It's reduced, it's easier to say, so we just use for. Do you want to go for a coffee? So those are some important aspects about the vowels. I know it's not great, the images here, it's not perfect, is it? But my main tip, basically, is that you have short sounds, and you have long sounds, and you have strong forms, and you have weak forms. So we're trying to group the sounds in English. The schwa is the most popular sound, or the most common sound, so the Okay, then we have diphthongs. So what are diphthongs? Diphthongs are sounds that start in one place and then finish in a second place. So there's this idea of a movement of your mouth. Your mouth goes from one place to another place and it moves, yeah? So it's like two sounds in one, two in one. Okay, so let's try it. This one. A. For example, train. A. You see how my mouth starts in one position and it changes into another one. A. So this is a diphthong. A. Like train. Okay, let's do another one. Let me think. Owl, as in the bird, the owl. Owl. You see that? It's changing. Owl. That's owl, right? So these ones are kind of not long, short sounds, not long sounds. They're two sounds in one. There's two sounds become one sound, called diphthongs. Okay? You have them in Spanish. In Spanish we have them too, but there are not as many. I think there is something like 5 vowel sounds and 5 diphthongs, I think, in Spanish, but I'm not sure, I can't remember. Let's do another one. The thing about these ones, you've got 3 which are British, which are kind of weird ones. So like air, let's do that one. Or ear. I think it's like that. So like ear. Ear. That's your ear. This is my ear. So that is the sound of ear. It's not. So the Americans would probably make it sound a bit more like ear, like ear with a r, ear. Whereas the British say ear. So that's an important one. You've got to remember that some of these are more British. Hair as well. Hair, which I'll write down. Hold on. Okay, so those are diphthongs. I don't know. Get some more here. Chair. Again, I think that one is more British. Chair. We're not going to really use that too much. I mean, some of these are a little bit old as well. I think that ua is probably one of the two ua. That one. I know in New Zealand they do use it. You hear it more. If you go type in tourists, ua. Is a tourist. But yeah, again, this one is more. This one is kind of old English. We don't hear it so much anymore. It's kind of British English sounds a bit old. So I think that these three are basically the ones that are British, but those are diphthongs. So diphthongs are words, sounds that start in one position, change into another. Simple as that. Now, finally, consonants. Consonants. So let's have a look at the consonants. Okay, and I'm going to divide these into two families if you want. So you have voiced and you have non-voiced. Okay? So what does that mean? Two types of consonants, one voiced and one non-voiced. So voiced, what is voiced? Voiced means it comes from your vocal cords, so you're creating vibrations in your voice, in your throat. Okay? And the non-voiced means that you're just pushing air through your mouth. Okay, so let's have a look at an example, right? So a voice sound would be something like ba, 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 ba. You can actually touch it if you want. You can put your hand to your throat, and you'll feel that ba, 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 ba. So you got that. This is the vibration of the vocal cords. Yeah. So this is ba, 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 ba. Now let's change it to non-voiced. Okay, my mouth is almost the same. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, what's changing is that I'm not creating a vibration in my throat. Ba, 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 ba. So, Ben, and then we have pen. Ben is my name, but I'm Ben. And pen, 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 ba. Ben, pen. So same shape, but voiced and non-voiced. Another example: v, f, just air. Oops, I've switched these ones around. Sorry. So the. The. Okay, one is voiced and the other one is not. The V is voiced. I don't know if I can think of a video. Video is video. No, it's not video, it's video. And it's not fly, it's fly. Not fly, no, it's fly. And we've got video, not video, not videos. Videos, come on, los spaghettis. Okay, let's do another one. S, z. Okay, this one is difficult for Spanish speakers because they don't have this distinction between the s and the v. Yeah? So, oh, I keep doing it the wrong way, sorry. Z, 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 z. Z, s. My mouth is almost the same. This is what's interesting, is that these sounds are almost exactly the same, or they're in pairs. I'm putting them next to each other because they are similar. The only thing that changes is the voiced or not. So, s, snake, and then zebra. It's not zebra, it's zebra. Yeah, it's not Z, it's C. Yeah. So that's another one. Let's do a few more. Now this one is another one, which is this one is actually very difficult. This is probably the most difficult one. This is things like that, isn't it? Th and the. So again, this is this air being pushed out with your lips. So you're going the, which is with the voiced one, and I think I've got this one the wrong way around again. Sorry, should be like that. the. So you have, for example, think, and then far, the, far. It's not far, fur. No, it's far, the, okay? So, two of the same sounds, that th sound, but one is voice, one is non-voice. So it can create problems. It can make, can create confusion. So, but if you do know the difference, it definitely helps. The symbols are normally the same. You can see in the consonants. The consonants are quite similar to the written ones. So they look similar, except for these two. They look similar, so there's not too much confusion. So again, this one is from the back of the throat. Now this is go, 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 go. And then it's It's almost the same, but one is voice and the other one not. G, g, go, co. I don't know if that's right. Kick, not gick, no, kick. So yeah, there are many more. I like this one. I like this, like, for example, X, yeah. X is not actually a phonetic sound. X, you don't find that. X is a combination of E, K, S, X. So this symbol does not exist in phonetically because it actually is a combination of these three sounds. X. So yeah, other kind of sounds. You've just got like the M. What's the difference between? So if we kind of move away from voiced or non-voiced, there's a few more of the consonants, for example. A very typical problem with people, Spanish speakers, for example, is the M and the N. So a classic, I think, is the example, is the rum, what you drink, rum, and then run. So you've got to compare my mouth here at this point. Rum, run. So when I'm saying the M sound, I'm closing my mouth and I don't open it again. I want to drink some rum. With the N sound, I keep my mouth open. I want to go for a run. And that's it, guys. Those are the sounds of English, kind of not too complex. Just over 30 minutes, so 30 minutes to explain the sounds in English. And what I'm just trying to do is to kind of create what I would like to think of as clarity in your mind. I want to give you clarity, and sometimes all you need to have some clarity is to kind of group the sounds together. I'm just looking for a red pen or another colour board pen here, so I could just show you, but I can't. Okay. So with the vowels, we have two types. We have long and short sounds, and we have the schwa, very important. With the diphthongs, well, it's a case of learning them and recognizing that we have some that are British and some that the Americans don't use. American English, North American English. We're talking about North American English, we're talking about Canada and the United States, okay? We're talking about British English, then we're talking about Australian English, South African English, not New Zealand English, British English, Irish English, Scottish English, and basically what they teach in Europe. So most French people, German people, Italians, Spanish will have learned British English. In South America, in Peru, I tend to find that people are taught American English, probably because of the geography and the proximity to the United States. Yeah. And when it comes to consonants, we have two types. We have voiced and non-voiced. And so yeah, if you can kind of dissect English in that kind of way, dissect it, group it, understand it a little bit better, especially for Spanish speakers, like I mentioned, that this is a big thing here with the short sound and the long sound. It's ba 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 ba, and Spanish is more like ba 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 ba. So the melody in English is different. We're going to stress the content words, not the functional words. But yeah, I have a course about that. Mi curso de inglés, my English course on speaking is coming out soon. It's going to go into all of this and more in more detail. And yeah, if you have any questions about it, if you want the challenge and you want to improve your English, one of the best ways to do that is to take a course. Improve by investing your time, investing your money into your education. So that was my Sunday treat for you. If you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer them. I hope that helped. And that's basically it. So I'm not exactly sure who's been watching, but thank you for watching. I know some of you will watch this later. I will keep this on the Facebook page. Please follow me. If you want to improve your English, then yeah, you have my 21-day English grammar challenge. And very soon I'm going to be releasing my speaking course, which is going to be kind of based on this stuff here, the sounds of English. And like I said at the beginning, it is important. I think it's really important, the pronunciation. A lot of schools, English schools and teachers kind of focus on grammar and vocabulary and kind of brush away kind of pronunciation. However, I do believe that a little bit of education goes a long way. So this is a little bit of a taste of what I have to offer you. Have a great Sunday, guys. Enjoy your quarantine wherever you are. Stay safe, stay positive, stay optimistic, keep learning, keep doing a little bit every day, contributing to your growth and the growth of people around you, your friends, your family, and society in general. And yeah, goodbye.